I'm using walnut veneered MDF for this project. I can just about fit an 8x4 sheet in my storage shed here. I put it on top of a piece of Kingspan insulation board just to protect the floor of my shed. I'm using a track saw to cut the pieces to the exact dimensions. I may have to cross cut a few later on. Here I'm cutting the slat wall channels with a straight slot and then using the actual T-slot cutter. Here I'm cross-cutting the boards to size. Now we've just got to apply the iron-on edging. Now we've got the tedious process of sanding. I decided to use a spray lacquer, which went horribly wrong because it's so damp here on Dartmoor in November. And I was doing it outside. I got what you can see is blooming. So I've had to completely sand away the finish, being very careful not to go through the veneer, which probably took half a day. And you won't have to look too closely to see a few other mistakes I made on this project too. Here I'm marking out for the dominoes, and then I'm cutting the dominoes, which I'm going to use for the alignment and joinery. I'm going to hold it all together with pocket screws, which you'll see me cutting shortly. Here I'm cutting pocket holes, which will screw this together because I need to be able to take it apart. I'm now sanding to 180 grit, ready for the new finish I'm going to apply, which is Festool's Surfix finish, which is an oil wax blend. Never used it before, so this is the first time. It comes in a kit, which I'll probably describe in a separate video. I'm using the heavy duty indoor oil for this project because the surface of the table at least is going to take quite a lot of abuse. The sponge attaches to the applicator, and then you squirt a little bit of the oil and then you sort of rub it into the wood. So this is the first coat, so it takes a little bit more. I did find it, although very expensive, very economical, so you don't use that much. Here I'm using a green Vly to blend in the oil, which you do after 15 minutes of letting the oil settle. What I really love about the system is it's almost completely mess-free. I've let the finish dry overnight. Then I'm sanding to 240 grit, applying another coat, and then leaving 15 minutes and blending in with the white Vly, which is even finer Vly. You don't actually need the vacuum hose attached, that's why I'm just holding it in my other hand. And then I'm just rubbing away the excess. This is the coat applied to the top of the table, so the most important bit. You can see that the finish is looking quite good. You can see here, this is after the complete finishing process, 2 coats and 3 coats on the top. Probably have to replace the white Vly, and I've only used half of one of the containers, 0.33 litres of heavy duty oil, so it's not bad. Right, in the shop, putting it all together, I'm inserting the slat wall inserts, which I'm going to trim to size, so I'm going to use a jigsaw to do that. I'm hammering in the dominoes, which are the little wood tenons, and I'm going to fit it together. I'm holding it all together with the pocket screws, and here you can see the completed project.